It's Nolan.
Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
I dedicated so much time to working hard. I tripled that to submit the fact I don't work a job. My God, I was undervalued, underestimated, misunderstood. Had to sacrifice myself for them Franklin's like making good. Fuck it. Gave myself a budget, balancing funds and some crutches. Sit back and watch the industry when they smile, I can't trust it. Hit a 180, these artists in a 360. I plotted from watching Emcee, I'm swinging like Jack Dipsy. Who these niggas playing? I got my fam in the shit like the Wands. It's like a wedding, how I vow to exchange with these bands. If I needed your help and I never got it, why you hitting up my line? The result could be catastrophic. Yeah, I'm philanthropic, I figure fraudulent seeping through. Niggas can't read, so I can't expect them to read the room. Hard to smoke, it's really just feeding fuel. Fishing, I could feed a fool. Try me, you gon' eat from out a feeding tube. I played humble and never got what I wanted. When I start talking cash, the money just start coming. The laws of attraction ain't even outside, but I've been active. Not to mention the rapping, my pen game's scholastic. Southern underground, wavy is an ultrasound. Disrespect us, you get crescent kicked up in your mouth. Bow to my presence, my presidents take precedence. Nas told me hip hop died, I gave him the EpiPen. I control all of this shit autonomous. Hacking niggas like Shaq or Anonymous. Y'all been sleeping on me. I'm on the island by myself like an ottoman, y'all. Don't make me fuck up your perception like Oculus, y'all. Freak styles like Akinelli. Nothing y'all can tell me. Thumbs up to murder, Fonzarelli. Buzzing hot as Nelly. Y'all can't compare me to these 2K niggas. I be drilling in your queen like them UK niggas.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there. In this particular video, we're going to be talking about Tory Lanez and his new project, Peterson, in which on the album, he's taking multiple shots at multiple people. I'm guessing he's trying to use as much publicity as he possibly can to try to run up the sales on the album, get people talking, use controversy. He's kind of trying to position himself as a Tupac-like figure. I don't think that's really going to work, but for the incels and losers in the world, you know, I think he may find himself at bare minimum, he might be Crody Pac or Crow Pac, you know what I'm saying? But apparently he's trying to galvanize all of those people, get them together, round them up to support his new album, which was just released. And on multiple songs, he's playing victim to his circumstances, playing victim to his own actions of what got him in prison. He's trying to make it seem like he's, innocent, trying to make it seem like all types of conspiracies have been leveraged against him, like the pistol was a big thing. The LAPD has already said they got the pistol. They've already produced it. They've already ran the fucking ballistics on it. It's over and done with. You've been in jail for 2 years, bro. Serve your fucking time. But nonetheless, he's got multiple records on the album where he's calling out people in the industry such as Megan Thee Stallion. He's calling out Jay-Z. He's calling out Rock Nation. He's throwing additional shots at Megan Cuniff, the reporter. He's talking about the Milagro situation. He's even got a song on there where he's taking aim at TDE and Vaughn while also simultaneously trying to show love at the same time. It's just a clusterfuck. And again, I understand Homeboy has fans and he's feeding his fans. But if y'all can't see this from a mile away, that he's trying to run up the chatter to get people to listen to this album just out of sheer curiosity, out of trying to get people to feed into the beef, because the beef is, let's be honest, people are more concerned with beef and hip hop than actual hip hop. It is what it is. When it comes to the battles, when it comes to the disses, that stuff gets far more attention than a good song. You know what I'm saying? And he sees that, he sees what's trending, and he's trying to, piggyback off of it. So let's get into a couple of the things that he said. As y'all know, I don't really fuck with this guy. Can he rap? Yes, he's always been able to rap. Has he ever been seen as a top rapper? No. Y'all know I fuck with Megan. That's not going to change. So I'm not here for him, dissing her or trying to keep using her. And I know some people may say, well, she used him. She made a documentary. She made a documentary about her experience. He just happened to be a part of it by proxy because he's the nigga that shot her. Now, if you're one of those people that don't believe he shot her, then please explain the bullet fragments. Y'all want to say Kelsey shot her. Okay. So why is he saying more in music than he could have defended himself on the stand? These are the questions that need answers. Okay. So on this project, he has some song called My Shayla, which of course is taking inspiration from Shannon Sharp, I guess, you know. And in it, I guess he kind of talks about the Megan situation, talks about Jay-Z situation and some other shit. Oh, boy. So he says, this why niggas gotta understand how I be spitting. Floor can come out the stoop, look like Audi dissing. Certain man don't get knocked down unless it's my permission. Certain gal are getting fucked for riding with opposition. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This coming from a nigga that shot a woman serving time behind bars, it don't, none of it even sits right, even saying it, right? Sorry, that's the way it goes, nigga. That's just my position. But every now and then I run into a Robin Givens. So here we go with the Robin Givens thing, which I don't understand because Robin Givens was abused by Mike Tyson. But I guess some people believe that she was lying. Plotting on my pockets like somehow she went and got the stitchings. I know a lot of y'all was happy when I got the sentence. So here he goes. Low key in your mind, I know that y'all was saying good riddance. I'm just a hood nigga trying to bag some hood bitches. Caught one on the gram the other day. Her name was Delicious. I'm not a kingpin, but live like a king in the pen. So he's trying to give people this idea that he's living like a king in a prison. This gangland where they doing that thing with their hands. And I'm guessing he's talking about this twisting their fingers up. My hate is spiraling these days, so shit don't amaze me. But restraining orders in prison, yo, that shit is crazy. We all know that Megan Thee Stallion she got clearance for a restraining order on him for harassment, for conspiring with Milagro, which has been proven. Him and his family are paying money in her direction. She's been harassing Megan Thee Stallion online for years, beyond just reporting on news, all types of stuff. If you haven't seen none of those videos, I got about 20 of them. I'm not going to educate you on what's going on right now. You can go watch those other videos. He says, what more do niggas want from me like Tyrese? When he said it in that one video crying on his knees. I guess taking me from my 7-year-old son wasn't enough for you to breathe. Was you even active in your son's life? The day I got sentenced, my dad stood on them court steps and screamed, and niggas laughed and turned it into a meme. So you mad because he made a spectacle out of his own self. You mad. But what they ain't know, he was conceiving the prophecy he was seeing. All the things he was saying are starting to be. And of course, that was the whole Rock Nation, you will crumble and all this type of stuff. I don't see Rock Nation crumbling, but in his mind, he thinks that it's actually coming to fruition. So here he goes, directly talking about Rock. Rock Nation coming from Milagro. That's really funny. So he literally put her name in a bar. When people are investigating your connection to this woman, they have transcripts of you being hesitant to even talk about or open up about taking on her case through the nonprofit organization he's a board member of. But now he's putting her name in a song. Rock Nation coming from Milagro. That's really funny. Even more, they trying to find ways to relate it to me. If I was petty, I would countersue because I got evidence making Cunif been on payroll to play a dummy. So he's saying if he was petty, I'm guessing he would countersue Rock Nation and or Megan Thee Stallion because he claims he has evidence that Megan Cuniff, the reporter, is on their payroll to play a dummy, basically to act like she doesn't know what really happened. Although everything that Megan Cuniff reported about the Tory Lanez case was accurate. She only put out the information as it was being presented, and he ended up being convicted. So what is she supposed to say? Milagro, on the other hand, was the one trying to put out favorable views about your court situation, and you still went down despite her making it seem like you were going to beat it. It got to be the same standard if it's the same for me. Accused of grape, and y'all don't want to judge the way you judge me. And of course, that's Jay-Z, and we see how that's going. He's saying you got accused of SA, but y'all don't want to judge him the way y'all judged me because we already know that nigga didn't do that shit. We're talking about something from all the way back in allegedly the year 2000. We was all kids at that fucking point. It's already known. They can't even verify that he was at the location or, you know what I'm saying, of what this girl was talking about. Y'all are in two very different situations. Why are you trying to conflate it? Why are you trying to play victim, nigga? Just sit your time out. File your appeals. And if a judge decides to grant them, so fucking be it. But, you know, keep digging a hole for yourself, sir. He laughs. Nigga's funny. It's funny. It's so fucking funny. I'm not alleging nobody did nothing. Yes, nigga, what? You're alleging all in the top of the verse. What are you talking about? I just don't agree with all that fussing and fuck shit. All that picking and choosing. All that sticking and moving. When it was me, I was socially found guilty before they even proved it. Are you serious? There was a lot of people that socially found Jay-Z guilty until that NBC interview came out and niggas said, nah, dog, can't be. There's a lot of people out there that still blindly feel like he's guilty. But I guess you're speaking on hip hop, but a lot of people in hip hop supported you. It's a lot of niggas behind the scenes that are supporting you. It's a lot of niggas behind the scenes that are sending you mail, sending you opportunities to get on their songs, that are sending you shout outs in their records. Is that not enough for you? You expect people to come out here and protest for you? For shooting a woman? My lawyer was playing both sides my whole case. I ain't find out till I was sitting in the cage. He's talking about Miss Sean Harley. I stare at the ceiling and think about the shit she made me wave. I guess his rights or something. And Randy Zapita got paid to manipulate my DNA. So now he's saying people literally manipulated his DNA on the gun. So he's trying to say that there's this whole, like, everybody is in on it. From Megan, Rock Nation, Megan Cuniff, to the DA, to the police department. Everybody is here to go against Tory Lanez because he's so fucking important. Okay. Lucky I got Caesar, Mitch, and unite the people that's out to slay. Lucky you got them? You sure? At what expense did you pay to get you out the way? What were you threatening? A career that's going worse than an album that's selling 8K. Are you trying to say Megan's career is going worse than an album selling 8K? Because I don't concur with that. Just objectively speaking. Anyway, I'm not the antagonist. I might be ahead of myself. But how much do I got to take without me defending myself? What do you mean? Sentence me to 10 years. I'm here trying to better myself. You sure? 4 documentaries while I've been right here in the cell, in none of which I've ever consented myself. But y'all would tell a story like I done said it myself. And all of a sudden, I'm harassing from a cell as if I made every profile page on Reddit myself. Nobody's talking about no Reddit pages. They're not even using Reddit pages in the... Do you think people are not reading this actual paperwork? They've made no reference to anything on Reddit in none of Megan Thee Stallion's paperwork. What are you talking about? This is for the fan. This is for idiots and fans who are blindly supporting people without actually doing any of the material research. None of the allegations or accusations being made against you are about Reddit. They tried to paint me like I'm obsessed. Got and all pictures on the wall. So he's trying to say, they're trying to make it seem like he's obsessed, got Megan pictures all up on his wall. With a big wax head on my shelf. It's time to get over yourself. Nobody even thinking about this shit. Get over yourself. Are you sure? Seems you are. Niggas got family and kids and wives and all type of shit. Nigga, get over yourself. Niggas really trying to run a business and be corporate winners. Big corporation winners. Get over yourself. You're not even supposed to make money while you're in jail. And I heard a clip with this get over yourself thing. Sampled Tink in the background. Did y'all get that cleared? At least it sound like Tink. So that's the My Shayla record, where he's addressing Megan Cuniff, Jay-Z, Rock Nation. And he's got another one called Verdict Day, in which he's kind of saying the same shit. On this one, he sampled Tupac, telling y'all he wants to be Crody Pac. Crow Pac on the intro. So on this one, he talks about the day that he got sentenced. The verdict day, guilty on all counts. Guilty on all counts. For all of his fans out there that don't want to act like he was found guilty on all counts, he literally said it in his song. Okay? My opposition finally did it. Let the ball bounce. TMZ plays the announcement on the wall mounts. TMZ talks about everything. If you would have beat the case, TMZ would have talked about it. They would have interviewed you. But you didn't. LA County Jail, this yells from the wall sounds. Trial lawyer left me like she Kevin Lowe's. I don't know what his connection to Kevin Lowe's is. She was in bed with my opposition like wedding vows. It's the second song about somebody fucking with the opposition. So, started seeing fuckery from bail amounts. And I'm guessing, the trial lawyer, still talking about Sean Holly, saying she was in bed with the opposition like wedding vows, right? Started seeing fuckery from bail amounts. The ones who pay her are trying to sue me over Zelle accounts. So again, he's alleging that Rock Nation is paying her. And he says then they're trying to sue me over Zelle accounts, which of course there's an investigation that is already shown that his father has paid Milagro, his media puppet who's been going at Megan Thee Stallion for 5 years. And they've shown all of the payment transactions that they've sent in her direction. Sat up in that cell and spoke to Raina for hours on end. Only way that could beat me was using the powers within. Again, he's still acting like the entire state of California conspired against him. They eating hot wasabi coals and sours and gin. I'm guessing he's talking about Megan here when she went to Japan. I'm ducking stab wounds, snitches, and cowardly men. Let's talk on a higher level. Put me in a grave. Forgot to go out and buy a shovel. Rituals, Wicca, and witchcraft on the highest level. So now he says that somebody tried to put witchcraft on him. All that divination, never step up to God level. All the artists that y'all Geppetto are all devils. So now he's calling the artists, I guess he's saying, because Geppetto was the puppet master. So all the artists that y'all Geppetto are all devils. I just wasn't going for that shit because I'm all rebel. No strings attached, no puppet. So he's not a puppet, he claims. I'm independent on all levels. Pinocchio contracts in the back, they was all severed. Right? So there was speculation, and I can only say speculation because I never heard any official announcement. But there's speculation that Roc Nation allegedly offered him a contract he didn't want to sign, so therefore they came up with this idea that they were supposed to take him out. There's so many artists in the industry that have had negotiations with Roc Nation that decided not to. Why aren't they all in jail? Why aren't they all in a scandalous situation like yourself? You weren't even, again, I had some people that talked to me about this before. You weren't even a top 15 rapper in the industry when you was out here. Most people that are fans of you today became fans of you after all this shit transpired. You had a good verse on the What's Poppin' remix. You know what I'm saying? But before all that, niggas was telling you, bro, why don't you find your own? People were treating you like Jacquees out here in the streets. I remember it. Anyway, Sean Holly, that's a name I would call special. Only a special person could rep you and want to dead you. And of course, the reason why he's going at Sean Holly is because she was I believe, a producer on the show Reasonable Doubt, which is about her life in so many ways. But nonetheless, the show, although it has nothing to do with Roc Nation, it's not produced by Roc Nation. For the entendre of the Reasonable Doubt theme, every episode is named after a Jay-Z song. I think they played a couple of his records on the show. But outside of that, you can't really draw much of a parallel between herself and Roc Nation and or Jay-Z as far as relationship goes. But that's the wool he's trying to pull over people's eyes. Go to your DNA expert and say, don't test you. You fully excluded, but inconclusive is what she tells you. The DA's first offer was 9 years. The second, it was 6 at 85, about 5 years, which he didn't take. My lawyer keep on pressing me to take it. I'm like, nah, I ain't do the crime, so I'm going to sit down right here. So the lawyer is telling him to take a deal. He didn't take the deal. He ended up getting 10 years. She losing on my bail hearings. I feel like it's on purpose. I begin to side-eye. I'm seeing what's on surface. But she's a black woman, so hey, I say trust it. But at what point is it, nigga, you did me dusty? Working for my accuser and you working for me. So he's still saying Sean Holly was working for Megan. All the information I give her is at ROC. Y'all had my lawyer in y'all pocket. She's circling T's. And that's why Megan always talked like jail was certain for me. No, she said you shot her. She said you shot her. Yes, jail was certain. It's because y'all paid for them 10 years. Let's keep it honest. He said they paid to keep him behind bars for 10 years. My judge sitting at the brunch like a plebicalist. So he's saying that the judge was also a Roc Nation brunch attendee. And y'all was seeing outcomes and he was seeing dollars. Why would they go to this extent? Please forgive him, Father. As soon as I realized you saw it coming, you started to look back on your tracks and got them covered. You knew that I found out what you did right before the trial. You quit before I fired you and did it with a smile. So he's alleging that this Sean Holly attorney did him dirty, wanted to fuck him up at all angles. And as soon as he started catching on to the plan, she quit. Because she was like, job well done, I got him. We fucking got him. Right? So that's another record talking about the Megan situation. This is, to my knowledge, the third track of the year. And again, across the entire album, I believe this is the energy that he's given. I mean, the album cover is a prison photo. He's got the Tupac 50 niggas AK on his chest now. So he literally wants to be Crody Pac. I know the Tory Lanez fans, if y'all are coming across this, y'all are swinging at air right now. Talk to your friend, talk to your mother, talk to your therapist. Okay? So then we've got this other record, Free Tory. And on this one, this is where he starts getting into the TDE stuff. And some people would say he's talking to Kendrick. I don't believe he's talking to Kendrick at all on this record. Seems like he's talking about Ray Vaughn while also simultaneously shouting out TDE in the same breath. So on this one, he says, I can't trust a nigga in the business just being me. Feeling like fuck all that free promo, who freeing me? Who's asking you to do promo from behind the walls anyway? I hop about the DMV smelling like weed. This for my Toronto niggas busting them B&Es, breaking in entries. You're co-signing crime while being sitting behind the walls. Gleeful like I'm Kodak whipping the GLE. 20,000 niggas and they bucking in BNP. Y'all want me to sit around and chuckle and key. I just want the money bags, word to CMG. Cops walking, so you know the phone is on DND. So he's hiding his phone from the police, I guess. Get tired of these business meetings like it was 3 and 3. Chanelli on my back, all you see is the CNC. Shooters give you airtime, word to the B&B. Airbnb. Crash outs coming from Lil Homie at TDE, Ray Vaughn. Because remember, Ray Vaughn shot at him. But that's just my little brother. All he wants is to be a me. So he said, that's still my little homie. He just want to be me. Too much respect for Top Dog to ever just be a flea. Be a flea? Like a nuisance? Plus so many Compton niggas with me, they'll bleed a T. So he says he still got Compton niggas on his side that will air shit out for him. Love them niggas. Everybody can get it, nigga. The flow is trend and Afrocentric, nigga. That mean I spit it both ways, make niggas and hoes pay to get fucked if they ever go against a nigga. So he's saying that his flow is willing to go at any and everybody, whether it's Afrocentric people, LGBT people, men and or women. They all can get it. We seen that in your actions. Lyrical competition ain't nothing to put y'all niggas in ovens, let alone covers. Bedtime while I'm in the other room and fucking your mother. Sir, it's only hand action, okay? Nothing but handoffs. Nothing but H-back. Let me stop. It smell like nothing but rubbers. Unrelated topic. Other day I seen Doechii rapping tongues and I low-key love her. So now he's trying to co-sign Doechii at the very same time. I hope Doechii doesn't even acknowledge it. Honestly. Because what he's trying to do is he's trying to diss people to get people on his side, and he's also trying to shout out select people. We know Doechii's winning. We know Doechii is in a position of being highly coveted in the industry. It's protect Doechii by all means right now because she's on her way up and everybody's trying to support her in that. So he gives her the shout out. Unrelated topic. The other day I seen Doechii rapping tongues and I low-key love her. He's talking about boom bap. I won't DM and fuck up the chance that we gonna be fucking. And he fucks it up immediately after the shout out. He says, I don't want to DM and fuck up the chance that we gonna be fucking. So he immediately puts her into his rap, assuming that one day him and Doechii would be smashing. Are we fucking serious? And I don't want to be sitting in the bed with her one day. She on the gram looking back like, I know you wasn't. 2025. Free Tory, man. That shit won't be a miracle. And miraculously, all you finna see is hoes acting all hysterically. And bunch of fake niggas talking like they was always there for me. So he's rapping as if he has some plan that he's gonna get out. Oh boy. He says, you must be out your skin, nigga. You wasn't in that canteen line by Jim, nigga. Of course not. You never had to do your laundry in the bin, nigga. That's not just a jail thing. You wasn't shooting with me in the fucking pen, nigga. I did that for my niggas in the cell. They gonna love that one for sure. Oh boy. He says, my nigga 50 said it's war. It gotta be war. I believe he did have a song with 50 Cent on one of his albums prior to all of this. He's saying, fuck it. We gotta crash out. We ain't gotta be sure. We'll ask questions later. We'll duck investigators, DA, and the legislatures. 50 Cent told you all that. Okay. Cry baby, know my brothers, they will separate you. I'm ducking respirators, airlifts, and plus sudden danger. Head on a swivel, even when it's times, it's nothing major. This is prison. Why can't I be giving niggas all the different characteristics of my mother's tender loving nature? So he's trying to make it seem like prison life is just like crazy wild. It's just nothing but chaos, which I believe, prison is chaotic. Let's be clear. But if it was so bad, how did you find time to record all this music over the phone peacefully? You knew that I was on the outro like the scene of the Sister Act 2. God, that was just so classic. But that's the way I'm coming back on you tag along niggas trying to attach to me too. The world had me shattered. I took them all pieces of broken glass and I put them back, made a masterpiece too. So he's saying his world shattered, but he put them all back together, broken glass, and made a masterpiece out of it. I went independent. They locked me up for it. Nobody locked you up for going independent, bro. Niggas leave labels every day, B. And people are gonna, and there's people out there with peanut brains that are gonna actually galvanize behind that and be like, yeah, you went independent, man. They locked them up for leaving the labels. Come the fuck on. Half the industry is trying to go independent. I went independent, they locked me up for it. Lied about that something they happened to do. Woo. My release date is this year, 2025. And I decree it in the name of Jesus. Please tell us where that was ever written down. Tell us where that was announced. My release date is this year, 2025, and I decree. Hey man, be hopeful. But come the fuck on. Speak tongues so I could keep the angels, duck the demons. So now he's even, remember, he just said he saw Doechii speaking in tongues, rapping in tongues. He loved her. Now he's talking about speak tongues so I could keep the angels and duck the demons. So now he trying to act like he religious. I intercess and intercede upon the devil's allegiance. I'm stampeding with the heavens till they free us. And not just from the prison, but the devil's legions. Mark my words, start writing y'all apology speeches. Ain't nobody apologizing to you, bro. Even if you do get out, ain't nobody apologizing to you. Oh boy. Do what you gotta do, man. And again, that's just the lyrics of 3 records. I believe his album is filled with this fucking jargon. But let me know what y'all think of all of this. Do you think this is good rap? Are y'all excited for this project? Are y'all vibing with the rhymes? Are y'all supporting this? I think this shit is pitiful, honestly. And I'm not saying that he shouldn't be able to put out music if they're giving him an opportunity to record music, which I don't believe is the case because he had recording equipment in there once upon a time. For whatever reason, it was taken. Some people say it was already some makeshift shit. I don't know his situation, but I've heard other artists release music from prison through the jail phone. This isn't the first. He's out here promoting it like it's the first. It's not. But in my stance, I'm not down with him continuing to diss Megan. He can talk about his situation and what he's going through and his perspective of it. I can't tell him that he can't, you know, but it also sounds like he's trying to pull the wool over impressionable people's eyes, those that haven't actually been keeping track of this stuff, feed them some misnomers, misinformation to make them seem to get behind him, act like he's this innocent man that needs to be freed and he was done so dirty. He went independent. Everybody just started to go against him. He was just, his independence was going to be too powerful to contain in this world. Fuck out of here, bro. And ain't nobody jammed up La Russell. La Russell went and did, let me just touch on this real quick. La Russell went and met with Roc Nation. Turned around and did multiple interviews talking about that very meeting with Roc Nation and talked about how they lowballed him, offered him a little nigga deal. He said, nah, bro. Right? He said they came back and was like, oh shit. They looked at the paperwork, came back with a whole different contract. Oh, that wasn't even the right document. Here's the real thing. He said, man, fuck out of here. If you can make a mistake that big, I can't rock with y'all. Right? We just seen him performing at All-Star Weekend 2 weeks ago. Biggest moment in his career. He's still growing. So what is it about him to where, you know what I'm saying? This nigga really from the turf in the Bay. You know what I'm saying? But he keep his nose clean. He stay out of fucking trouble. His crew is his crew. His team is his team. He out here doing this shit the right way. He ain't got no smut on his name to create none. You shot a woman, bro. Ride it out. If that's the stripe you want to have on your name, like you a real nigga for that, that's fucking pitiful. But again, I know it's a lot of people out there that are going to overlook that. They're going to act like this shit fire. They're going to act like he's some industry martyr. You're not going to get that from me, though. I'm sorry. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.
King of my city in cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.